Hello, here is a work in progress video for my browser game. It is supposed to be a idle fishing game. So the goal of the game is to catch fish or collect fish and sell fish, acquire currency, and buy cosmetics and furniture. So this is the world area that you can hop around in. We're in the river where we can start fishing by talking to the snail, apparently. And because we're in debugging, this is going to be a lot faster than usual. But you can see that we are starting to catch fish, or at least pebbles, in this debug version. I do want it so that I did have it so that even if you have the website closed, it'll still catch fish. It'll just calculate how much fish you should have caught when you come back. So it's an idle game where you don't need to have it open. Our bucket is full, so we'll head to sell our fish, which is supposed to be at the town. So here's the town. It is still very much incomplete. Even the fish market guy doesn't want to talk to you. So right now, to sell the fish, we'll just go to the shop and we'll click on fish market and we'll just sell all. And now we have some buttons. So with the money, you're supposed to be able to buy bait, or maybe a bigger bucket, a better fishing rod, or buy some hats. So we'll do that. We'll buy some hats. So yeah, just buy a face and a hat. Doesn't really give you any feedback about it right now, but we do have it. I can see in the backpack what items we have. In the avatar section, we can set our character. So what that does is it regenerates the sprites. So, I mean, it's a 4-frame animation, but it does regenerate the sprite for the world. This is my favorite hat so far. Pretty cute. There is also housing, which I haven't really drawn anything for. So you're supposed to be able to buy furniture and place it here. Another thing is the social section, I guess. So this is where you can use words, or the words that you know, which I only know 2 words. And you can use that to post on the BBS. It's very reminiscent of old web, I think. There are also user profiles, so this is someone else. I have 10 fish caught. I have 100, apparently. It's a very clean number. Here's my character. I have everyone's names set to a random number because I kind of like the idea of not having to choose your identity, I guess, and just being assigned one. So everyone's just a number. That's my utopia there, maybe. I do have it so that all visitors basically have a user account created, so you don't have to sign in. I think it's fine for systems like these where there's no player economy, so even if there are bots, that's okay. So what you can do is you can set your login info afterwards. So say you try the game for 2 days or something like that, and you want to claim your character, or you want to be able to log in even after your cookie clears. You can set your login so that you set your username just for your account, just for login purposes, and your password. That way, even if your cookies clear or expire, you'll still be able to get back to your character. But otherwise, it'll just be floating cookies. I kind of like that mode of account creation. But yeah, so it's just gonna be kind of a game where you check back on if you've caught fish, and then you sell it, and you can buy hats and furniture. Yes. The other aspect would be the admin side. It's a level editor, which this aspect, the level editor itself was entirely done in a Claude code. I just gave it the prompt and just used the output. And I think that's a pretty good way to use AI to give you the tools to be able to complete your tasks. I think that's a good way to use it. I also, so yeah, you can drag stuff around and add items. Another thing you can do is so actions for interactable objects. So teleport 6 means teleport to map ID 6. And this is all just jQuery that Claude Code made. Another thing I got the AI to make was a sprite manager. So I obviously didn't want to map every collider. So I got it to make a sprite manager for me where I can draw the collider myself and save it, and also upload PNGs to user sprites. And this is also a very, very useful tool. It's always fun to take out this kind of labor to be able to skip it, because effort is scarce. At least for me, I guess. I'd rather make the art, or think about the general structure of how things should be made, rather than having to do little menial tasks. Yeah, like this river. I drew this river today. It's hopefully it looks like a river. It does look like still water, I suppose, because of the lack of animation, but water is really hard to draw, as it turns out. So I would like 3 maps. This is a river map. I would also like a lake and a beach, but I'm definitely not going to have the patience to do that before the first version. So the first version will just have the river. Hopefully all that's left to do for the first version is graphics, so furniture and finishing this town. I do have to consider buying bait or buying bigger buckets and such, but maybe I'll leave that for later. But yeah, so far so good, other than how slow I'm being at this. I don't really have any excuses other than self-imposed deadlines being very hard to fulfill. But yes, this is the game so far. Yep.